Bonjour mes amis, it's been a long time, so glad to see y'all. This video is going to be a review of this wonderful UCANBE Splashy Candies palette. Now, if you want to see how I put together this awesome look, continue on watching the video. I'm actually quite upset at you guys for not telling me about this palette in the first place. So it does come with this card and it says to follow on Instagram and where is it? And TikTok to post your looks. So I probably will tag them in my Instagram post. So that'd be cute. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. So let's check out all these colors. Isn't that beautiful? There's so much shimmers. I'm gonna do a yellow and a pinky look. So I'm gonna use those two colors and maybe some glitters to finish it off. Alright guys, so I'm going in first with the yellow. As you can see, the yellow does look quite pigmented the first initial time, but as I started working with it more, the pigment really was falling off. Now I had to go in a second time just so I can really see the color pick up there, which is a little disappointing. But now I'm blending to my heart's content. I really don't want a harsh line. I'll just testing it out there. Now you can see here, you can see it gets quite chalky. Do you see that? I don't like that in a eyeshadow. Yeah. But I'm still working with it here. I can make it work. So it's just taking a lot of swipes. Maybe if I had used a little bit of, maybe wet my brush a bit, but even that I think was worse. Here I was getting a little bit frustrated that the pigment just wasn't coming out the greatest. But as you see, I kept on trying and we were getting, at this point I decided, okay, it's just going to be a light look. It's just going to be light because that yellow wasn't as vibrant as I thought it was going to be. Now I'm going in with a little bit of a shimmer, a bit of a goldy shimmer. I love to put that color right under my brow just to brighten up my look a bit, and I feel like with my makeup and my eye shape, I think it looks really nice. Plus, it brings out that yellow a bit. The yellow needed all the help it could get. So I'm going to blend that in. Trust the process, guys. I know right now it's looking like a chalky mess, but it comes together, okay? So just the process. Now I'm going to go in with some concealer. This one, I probably should have got a concealer that's a bit brighter. That way you can see color more. But this was the concealer I had, so that's what we're working with. So I'm going to do that, layer this up first. And then I'm going to go in with, I think a contrasting color. Not contrasting, like a nicer color. I think I'm going to go in with the pink, right? It was a pink and yellow look. That's right. Okay. So here, this one, I learned from the yellow. I'm just patting. I'm doing the patting method for this part because swiping, all the chalk, all the eyeshadow, all the chalk, ooh, that's not good. All the eyeshadow was going everywhere. Now the pink was a nice baby pink. Of course, it looked a lot more pigmented on the palette itself. That's why I decided to go in with the concealer first. I think if I didn't use any concealer, ooh, child, you would not have seen any pigment whatsoever. But I'm trying here, you know, I'm really working with it. If you can see my face, I'm slightly disappointed, but I'm seeing some turnout. I'm really trying here to see some turnout. But it's kind of working out. Now I'm going to go in and blend some more. I feel like blending is what saved this look. So blending galore. Now for this part, I'm going to work on my creases. I love to put the same shimmer, the same goldish shimmer right in the crease of my eye there. It really structures my face. I think that's the look I like for myself. And maybe if you have oval eyes, you can try this too. It looks pretty on all type of eyes, but I always add shimmer to the corner of my eye. And I feel like that's what's elevating the light eyeshadow. Without it, it would look too bland. So now here I'm just blending for my life, of course. Blending that in. I'll give you guys a closer look. How's it looking? Could be better, but it's coming together. Lash time, my favorite part. So a lash really changes the mood, really changes your face. So I just popped on good old, drugstore lashes for this look. Like you can see, I'm putting it together, feeling myself a bit. Now, a good tip, a good hack, which I'm sure all my ladies probably know this. Apply your mascara after you do your falsies, okay? Now, I don't do individual falsies. I do the whole band. But this one makes my own lash blend better with the false lash. I'm starting to feel myself, you see? Starting to feel it. It's starting to come out. Looking all right. I just need to darken it a bit. And, well, what was I missing? Of course, I got mascara all over my cheek. Meh. But we'll go over that. Don't worry about that part. So just adding the mascara all the way up throughout my whole lash line there. Now the final part is my lipstick, and I'm using, if I can remember the brand, I can't remember the brand, but I believe it's Maybelline, and it's something very light. It's like a glossy nude. It hardly has any color. And now, voila, this is the final look. What do you think, guys? Cute? Did I slay it? Did I try my best? Let me know. Oh, this is the final look. I absolutely love this palette. Pros and cons. Some of the colors in here are extremely beautiful and go on honestly just like butter. The glitters, which each section has one in the middle, so creamy. Honestly, it is fabulous. The ones that are more shimmery toned blend beautifully, great. Now the only color that the neutral that I used was the yellow, which did come off a little bit chalky, but I think I just needed to wet my brush a little bit more. So I do want to play around with this palette to see how great it is and how many other wonderful looks I can come up with. So I really do like the glitter. I did use glitter in the middle here. Glitter over the whole eye would look phenomenal. But the only thing I would say it's missing, I love a palette that gives you a mirror. Although I think this might be a little bit too big to put a mirror. So I can see why they might have skipped out on that. And it is missing, I think all palettes should have a black color in there just to, add different shade, to add different texture to your looks, but it's okay. I feel like all the palettes I've been seeing have been nude colors, neutrals, pastels. So I wanted to bring back the fun, vibrant colors, and I absolutely love this. It does remind me of that switchboard, like the switchboard palette. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it. But it's more of a compact version, and I think they just kept all the necessary colors, to be honest. The switchboard was kind of difficult to flip through. So this is actually pretty darn great. I actually think I'm so excited to try these out, try out more of the pinks, try out all this gold, beautiful section here. Obsessed. I just love the way it looks, and already this color, my favorite. I just know it already. This is the one I used. This one as well. I haven't used it, but I can see I'm going to be a fan. And all these pinks going on here. Some of these colors do look similar, but once you swatch them, you can see that they're actually, this is like fire hydrant red, and then this one is like a different pinkish red. So beautiful. So thank you guys for watching and staying tuned, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.